Good morning / afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the 2019 Volleyball Canada National Championships here in Halifax, Nova Scotia at the Canada Game Centre. We have got CVC versus the Spartans in front of you. CVC from Bathurst, New Brunswick. The Spartans from Fredericton, New Brunswick, battling it out here in this Tier 3 semi-final. And what a rally to start us off. That ball set out to the left, tip over deep, picked up by CVC's Boudreau. Free ball over top of the tape. Set out to the left. And there is CVC's Thibodeau with the kill. First point on the board after a lot of effort from both sides. Back to serve for CVC. Here is Roy. And that ball is passed up. Set to the middle. Dudka with the swing and kill. That is a Spartans point. And back to serve here for the Spartans. Your captain, number 10, Jones. Float serve. That one is going to float right outside the boundary of the court. That is going to be a CVC point. Back on the line, here's Frenette Boudreau. Float serve, and it is a service ace. That ball dropping just in front of the passer. CVC point. Float serve, that ball's passed up by Mason. Swing in the middle, just a little bit sharp is that ball for Dudka. Point going to CVC. Frenette Boudreau back to serve again. Float serve. And that one is going to float right out of the boundaries of the court. Point going to the Spartans. Heading back to serve here is Marathu. Float serve. That ball is passed up by Roy. Set to the right side for Frenette Boudreau with the free ball pushed over. Picked up by Jones. Set out left. Passed up and saved by Frenette Boudreau on that tight ball. Dug up by the Spartans. Free ball over. Set out left. There's a big swing from number 7, Boudreau. And it looks like we are going to get a net violation called on the Spartans. CVC point. Back to serve here is Thibodeau. Float serve, and that is a big float just flying right over the top of the tape onto the ground for a service ace. Serving again is Thibodeau. And that ball is passed up. Put over as a free ball. Set out to the left. Free ball over from Roy. Set into the middle. There is a big wind-up and swing from Dudka for the kill for the Spartans. And after that sweet hit, she's going to head back to serve. Spin serve just inside the deep corner of the court. Service ace for the Spartans. Float serve. That ball is passed up and over. Set to the left. There is a sharp cross shot from Spartans number 5, Smith, with that crafty kill. Back to serve is Dudka. Short serve, and that is going to be a service ace. Looks like we are going to see a timeout called here by the CVC head coach. Both teams back on the court. Dudka still with the serve here for the Spartans. Spin serve, passed up. Set to the right. CVC with the swing from the right side. Boudreau just going a little too cross court and out of bounds. That point going to the Spartans. Back to serve is Dudka. Spin serve, passed up by Roy. Set to the left, swing cross court, dug up by Dudka. Set out to the left, a big push of a free ball from the left side. Boudreau with the big swing, but an even bigger dig from Merrithew in 6. That swing just hitting the top of the tape, CVC point. Heading back to serve here now is Cormier. Float serve, passed up by Merrithew. Free ball bumped over. Another free ball this time from CVC. Keeping that ball alive is Dudka. Set to the left, CVC swing down the line, picked up by the defense of Spartans, number 10, Jones. Jones getting another defensive touch off of the head of a Spartans player, and her teammates finding a way to put that ball up and over, and that is going to be a big point for the Spartans side. Float serve, that ball is passed up. Free ball pushed over by O'Donnell. And O'Donnell with the block covered by the Spartans. A huge touch there on defense down the line, but that is too clever of a spot at that point going to CVC. Back to serve here is Boudreau. And that ball passed up. Set to the right. Free ball pushed over by Jones. Putting that ball over is Roy. Tip down to 6. That ball still alive by CVC. Merrithew with that touch just going behind her. Dudka chasing it down, but that is going to be a CVC point. In this Tier 3 semifinal, it is a point-for-point battle, 9 serving 8. Boudreau back to serve. Float serve just over top of the tape. A big up there from Dudka. Set out to the left. That ball landing inside the court, and that is going to be a CVC kill. Float serve, passed up. Set to the middle. A big swing there in the middle from number 8, Mason for the Spartans, finding the deep corner of the court with that swing. Spartans point. Back to serve. Here is Smith. And that one just making it over the tape with some spin on it. Hard to pass there. That is a service ace. That ball is passed up, dumped over, and that CVC dump by Frenette Boudreau is going to score. 11 serving 10, Roy at the line. Dudka with the pass up and over, picked up by Boudreau, set out to the left. A swing by Thibodeau. Joust at the net. That ball a little bit too tight for the Spartans' left side, and 2 blockers up there to stop it. CVC point. Roy back to serve. And that ball is passed up. Free ball put over by Mason. And a big chase down there by CVC. But not quite able to get that ball over is CVC. Spartans point. Mason back to serve. And that ball is passed up, chased down, free ball put over. A nice get there from Jones on that close ball. Dudka with the free ball over now. Trying to save that ball is CVC, but a little bit too tight for that setter to get to it. Back to serve is Mason. And that ball is passed up and chased down, but not able to put that ball over is CVC. And that is going to be a Spartans point as they take the lead here now, 13-12. Back on the line is Mason. And that ball landing out of bounds, point CVC. Roy back to serve. And that ball is passed up. Set to the middle. Dudka with the big swing off of 2 blockers' hands, and that is a kill. Back to serve here is Jones. And that ball is passed up. And the second one just put a little too close to the referee. That is going to be a point for Spartans. Jones with the serve. That ball is passed up. Set to the right, free ball over from the setter, Frenette Boudreau. Dudka in the middle looking to tip it, but that one not quite making it over the tape. That is going to be a double contact called, and that is going to be a CVC point. Back to serve here is Frenette Boudreau. And that ball is passed up. Set to the middle, tipped over by Dudka. CVC with the one arm, keeping it alive. Dudka there to swing at it. Roy to dig it. Dudka looking to get there again, but Cormier there to stop it this time. And that is going to be a CVC point. Frenette Boudreau back to serve. That ball is passed up. Set to the left. Swing cross court, and that is going to be a kill for number 3, Matthew. 16 serving 15. Both these teams battling each point in this close semifinal matchup between CVC and Spartans. 2 New Brunswick teams battling it out. And there is a service ace. Matthew going back to serve to do it again. That ball is passed up. Set to the left, free ball pushed over from Boudreau. Set in the middle to Dudka, and she is going to find the deep corner of that court. A big swing as she gets fired up for her team. Matthew back to serve. Float serve, passed up and put over. Chased down by the Spartans defense. Free ball pushed over by Smith. Set out to the left. Picked up by Matthews. Set to the left. Smith with the cross-court shot, and that one is going to land just outside the boundaries of the court for the lefty left side. CVC point. Heading back to serve for them now is Thibodeau. Float serve, that ball is passed up, a little bit tight, but there to put it over with a dump is number 15, Perry, with the save kill. Heading back to serve here now is Dudka. That one just shy of the net. That is going to be a point for CVC. Back on the line is Cormier. That ball is passed up. Set to the left. Free ball pushed past the blocker. Spartans with it again. This time a tip over top of the blocker, and that is going to score for Mason. Back to serve is Perry. Float serve, that one just going into the center of the tape. And that is going to be a CVC point, and your captain for CVC, Boudreau, back to serve now. Float serve, Dudka with the first contact. Set to the middle, free ball over from Mason. Picked up by Thibodeau. Swing from the left from Roy. And a little bit of a tight set there, and 2 blockers in Roy to be found. That ball not making it over. CVC point, Boudreau back to serve. 19 serving 20. Float serve, that ball is passed up, but no one there to get that second one. Service ace, and we are all tied up at 20. It's a game to 5 for these 2 teams, but we are going to see a Spartans timeout. Both teams back on the court. CVC's Boudreau with the serve, all tied up at 20s. That serve going into the net. That is going to be a Spartans point. Little fist pump from the coach, breaking that serve. Spartans back to serve. Here is Smith. And that ball is passed up. Free ball is put over by Roy. Dudga with her own free ball in return. Set out to the left. Roy with the swing. And no one there to talk about getting that second ball. That one's going to land on the Spartans side. CVC point as they pull ahead here now. Roy back to serve. That ball is passed up. Free ball pushed over by Jones. Dudka picking up that one bump over, and there is a big swing. But it looks like it is going to be called out of bounds by the linesperson. And that is going to be a CVC point. Roy back to serve. And that ball is passed up by Perry, set in the middle. This time there's a tip over. CVC trying to tip that one over. But it is going to be a Spartans point, tied up at 22s here in the first set of this Tier 3 semifinal. Back to serve, here is Mason. And that ball is out of bounds. Point going to CVC. Float serve, passed up by Perry. Set to the middle. Dudka with a huge swing past the blocker's hands. And that is going to score. Back to serve is Jones. And that one just hitting the top of the tape. CVC points looking to close out this set 24-23. Frenette Boudreau with the serve. That ball is passed up. Bumped over, but out of bounds. And there you have it, folks. CVC is going to win that first set. Don't go anywhere. We've got lots more action in this game coming up next. Welcome back to the Tier 3 semifinal matchup between the Spartans and CVC. A very close game in that first set. Both teams back on the court here, ready to go. CVC putting that free ball over. Big set in the middle. Bright with the tip. That ball's dug up by Marithu. Dudka putting that second contact over, picked up by CVC's defense. Another big rally to start off this set. A little bit of miscommunication between the Spartans. That's going to be a CVC point. CVC did take that first one. Looking to find a spot here in the finals. Back on the line, Frenette Boudreau. Passed up by Dudka. Free ball put over from Bright. Set to the left. CVC with a swing. Thibodeau from the left. Bright with the free ball. Right side set, a huge swing cross court, and that is going to score for Boudreau from the right. Back on the service line, here is Frenette Boudreau. Float serve, picked up by Dudka. Set to Bright in the middle. Bright with the tip. Not quite making it over, and that is going to be a point for CVC. Frenette Boudreau with the serve. And it looks like that was a swing and a miss. Or rather, linesman calling a touch on that ball. And that is going to be a CVC serve. Looks like we're going to get an early timeout called here by the Spartans coach. Both teams back on the court. Serving the ball here is CVC's Frenette Boudreau. Float serve, Dudka with the pass. Free ball over from Marithu. Dumped over from Frenette Boudreau. Swing from Bright, a one-handed dig, but not able to get it, is the second contact and setter. That is going to be a Spartans point. Back to serve, here's Marithu. Float serve. That ball set to the left. Big swing cross court. CVC with the swing cross court in return. Bright with the free ball over. Free ball down the line from Boudreau. Dudka with that free ball. That one going sideways and out of bounds. That is going to be a point for CVC. Heading back to serve here now is Thibodeau. Float serve. And it is going to be a service ace. Thibodeau back on the line to serve for CVC again. Float serve. And that one is going to float just outside the boundaries of the court. Spartans point. Back to serve here now is Bright. Float serve. That ball is passed up. And set over by Frenette Boudreau. Set in the middle to Dudka, tipping it over the triple block. Free ball over from CVC. Dudka again with the free ball. Passed up by Michaud. And a tip over into the pot with her left hand. Roy with the kill. Roy back to serve. 7 serving 2. Merrithew with the pass. Set to the middle. Dudka with the swing once again over the triple block. CVC defense keeping it alive. Free ball over. That ball pushed out to the left. Dug up by CVC, trying to play it off the net, but that swing too much to handle. That is going to be a Spartans point. Back to serve. Here is Gabriel. And that ball is passed up. Back dump over from Frenette Boudreau, and that is going to score. Boudreau with the serve, and that one is going to land out of bounds. Point Spartans. Back to serve. Here is Rice. Short serve, passed up. Set to the middle, and there is a big swing from Michaud. That one just sailing long and out of bounds on her. Point going to the Spartans. And it is a service ace. Rice with that service ace as she heads back to the line to do it again. Float serve, that ball's passed up. Dudka picking it up with her hands, set out left. That ball tipped over, picked up by the CVC defense. Free ball pushed over. Spartans recovering it. Dudka pushing it deep into the corner of the court. It is picked up by one arm of the CVC defense. Set into the middle. Dudka with the swing. Dug up by Boudreau. A dump over from Frenette Boudreau, picked up by the Spartans defense. Dudka now with the throw, free ball over. A big swing there for Michaud, and that is going to score. What a rally between these two teams. And there's a big serve, service ace for CVC. And once again, a big serve, service ace. That serve just going into the tape. Point going to the Spartans. 7 serving 11. Back to serve is Dudka for the Spartans. And that ball is passed up by Roy. Michaud with the free ball. It's going to land just outside the boundaries of the court. A nice follow by Grabka. Float serve, that one just hitting the top of the tape. Point going to CVC. Back on the line is Michaud. Short serve, passed up by Rice. An attempted save there from the setter of the Spartans, but that ball just going a little too far for a third contact. CVC point. And heading back to serve is Michaud. Float serve. And that one is going to land out of bounds. Point going to the Spartans. O'Donnell with the big serve. Service ace for the Spartans as they climb into the double digits now. 10 serving 13 with O'Donnell on the court. Float serve. And that one is going to float into the seam. Service ace again for Spartans and O'Donnell. She's going to head back to the line to do it again. And that ball is passed up. But no one there to get that second contact. A little miscommunication, and Spartans now climbing back into this one. 12 serving 13. O'Donnell back to serve. Float serve. That ball is passed up. Set to the middle. Big swing there from Roy. CVC keeping that ball alive off of the block. Set out to the left, free ball over. Passed up. Set to the left, free ball from CVC's Thibodeau. That ball is dumped over. Back set, free ball put over. And there's a swing cross court. Thibodeau with the sharp cross shot, and it's just a little too sharp. That one going out of bounds. Point Spartans. And we are going to see a timeout called here by the CVC coach. Both teams back on the court. O'Donnell still serving here for the Spartans. That ball is passed up into the net, and another service ace from the Spartans ringer. O'Donnell with the serve. Passed up by Boudreau. Up and over, and it is a bump kill. CVC with a lucky break on that tough serve there. 14-14. Back to serve. Here is Frenette Boudreau. Dudko with the pass. That ball set out to the left. That ball a little bit too far. And that is going to be a point for CVC. Frenette Boudreau back to serve. Dedka with the pass. Set to the left. There's a big swing from Merrithew. That ball is dug up. A good hustle there from CVC's defense. But that swing just too much to handle. Point going to the Spartans. Back to serve is Merrithew. Float serve. Passed up by Michaud. A big save there from CVC, but not able to get that ball over. Is CVC. Point to the Spartans. 16-15. Back to serve once again. Here is Merrithew. That ball just hitting the top of the tape. CVC point. Thibodeau back on the line now for CVC. Float serve. And that ball a little bit too deep. Hard for the passers to handle. Service ace. Thibodeau back to serve. That ball is passed up. Set to the middle. Free ball over from Bright. CVC setting it to the left. Free ball put over from Boudreau. Bright with the tip. Picked up by the hands of Frenette Boudreau. Swing in the middle into the top of the tape for Roy. And that is going to be a Spartans point. All tied up at 17s. Bright back to serve. That ball passed up. But not able to put that ball over is CVC. Spartans point. Bright back to serve. And it is a service ace. Spartans now leading the board 19-17. Bright back to serve. Float serve. That ball is passed up. Set to the right. Free ball over from Boudreau. And we're going to see a call on that set. Double contact as it came out a little bit with too much spin. And that is going to be a CVC point. Back to serve. Here is Roy. Float serve. Passed up by Merrithew. Set to the middle. Dudka with a big swing. CVC trying to keep it alive. And they do, but unfortunately it takes 4 contacts for that one to go over. That is going to be a Spartans point. Heading back to serve here now is Gabriel. Float serve. The ball is passed up by Roy. Set out to the left, and there is a big swing past the blockers for Boudreau. That is going to score. CVC with a big serve. Service ace from your captain, Boudreau. And we are going to see a timeout called by the Spartans coach. Both teams back on the court here, looking to battle it out to get to that gold medal match in the Tier 3 category. And looking to do it is Boudreau at the service line for CVC. That ball just trickling over the top of the tape. A tough bounce there for the Spartans, but a service ace for CVC. Boudreau back to serve. And another one trickling over the top of the tape, 2 in a row. That is tough on the Spartans passers, but CVC just finding a way to get it done. Boudreau again back at the line. Float serve, Bright with the first contact. Free ball over from Dudka. Free ball from Boudreau. Dudka pushing that ball short. Set in the middle. There is a big swing from Michaud, and that is going to score 24-20. What a big comeback here from CVC. And folks, just a reminder, they did take the first one, looking to close it in 2, but not without a battle from the Spartans. Boudreau back to serve. That one hitting the top of the tape. The Spartans ready to go here to try and extend it to a 3. Heading back to the serve here is Rice. That ball's passed up. And there to block it is Dudka on that type pass. CVC nowhere to go on that one. Spartans once again with the ball. Rice back to serve. And it is a service ace for the Spartans. And it looks like we are going to see a CVC timeout called here as it gets close. Both teams back on the court. Rice with the serve. That ball is passed up. And no one there to put that free ball over. Spartans now finding some extra life as it is all tied up at 24s. Back to serve is Rice. That ball is passed up. Set to the middle. Free ball over from Michaud. Bright with the pass. Dudka with the swing. Michaud with the big swing. Bright with the dig. Marathu chasing it down. A good try there from the Spartans, but that CVC swing with some impact. 25-24. Back to serve. Here is Boudreau. Float serve, and it is a service ace. CVC finds a way to take it in 2, but not without a hard-fought battle from the Spartans. Well, folks, there you have it.